Yes, of course, I'm looking forward to gas prices coming down.
Yeah, cheaper gas would be nice.
If you've been waiting patiently to pump gas at a cheaper price on April 1st, when the consumer carbon tax is set to be removed, you may need to pump the brakes instead.
Repealing the consumer carbon tax is going to have some kind of a concrete plan to replace it, and that's going to be harder to do on this short timeline.
On Monday, the BC NDP is tabling legislation to completely scrap the provincial consumer-facing carbon tax, which is projected to drop gas prices about 17 cents a litre. Prime Minister Mark Carney is also expected to repeal the tax on a federal level by Tuesday. But at the provincial level, some challenges may lie ahead. The pressure for BC's government is to pass the carbon tax legislation on Monday to repeal it by Tuesday, April 1st. MLAs are set to sit until 9 p.m. so they could debate it and pass it all in one day. But the three provincial parties are not all aligned.
We don't support legislation that only deals with a part of the problem.
The BC Greens say they want to see an alternative to the carbon tax, one that would cover lost revenue and help fight climate emergency.
We've often recommended increases to the industrial carbon tax, but we have to see what the government proposes. Our main concern right now is we're not hearing the full plan.
Meanwhile, the BC Conservatives say they do not want to see the cost passed on to industry. Party leader John Rustad says he will only support the legislation if it entirely repeals the carbon tax, for industry too. But that's not what Premier David Eby is proposing. So far, he says, just the consumer portion will be removed.
And if David Eby is just going to pass this tax on to industry and hide it for consumers, no, we won't support it. But if he's honestly going to be getting rid of the consumer tax for consumers, yes, of course, that's what we want to see happen.
Press predicts it could be a heated debate in Monday's legislature.
If both Conservatives and Greens end up opposing the motion, while the NDP could, in theory, push something through and do so in a day or two, it gets considerably more messy and unpredictable. And so I think without that agreement with the Greens in place, they may end up having to slow this process down.
Press says it may come down to the Speaker having to cast a tie-breaking vote. Leanne, CBC News, Vancouver.